Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for joining us on this live Monday edition, the 20th day of October 2008. All right, I've dealt with the denial about world government. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a multi-thousand CFR documents and white papers and Club of Rome and PNAC and all of them saying they're setting it up, and the Ministry of Defense and the Defense Department in the U.S., the Ministry of Defense in England, saying the cameras and the face scanning cameras and the license plate scanning system is a control grid to track and trace you, and that they're illegally taking DNA from cigarette butts and glasses you leave at restaurants, and that they want to make you show a passport to, you know, get a cell phone so they can track it. They're already tracking all the cell phones. We told Americans the NSA is listening to you. They're listening to almost every phone conversation with AI computers for keywords, emails, faxes. They built hubs in the 80s. They expanded them in the 90s and 96 with the Telecommunications Act, where everything you fax or email goes through the NSA, through computers. I told you that whole floors at every major phone company are the NSA, are run by the NSA. I told you exactly, specifically, in 1996, over and over again, in 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Then in 2007, different people at AT&T and other companies come out and say, look, whole floors are NSA. Everything goes through it. Now, how did I know that? I didn't have secret sources, though I interviewed people like James Bamford and others, who's leading expert on the NSA, former producer for Nightline. It was in the Telecommunications Act. The funding for all of this states what's going on. The truth is, none of this is even really hidden. It's just not put on the nightly news. In fact, they want people in the know to know they're under surveillance. And it's come out, the whole Congress is listened to by a criminal element of the executive branch. The executive branch isn't above them. They can't do that. They're not above the Fourth Amendment. The Parliament's spied on by the Queen and MI5 and 6. The real corporate government over the phony elected government that has no power. It's like a bug that's had all its legs pulled off, just kind of rolling around on its back. Does Parliament get mad? Does Parliament say we're the real government and you're in trouble and order people's arrest? No! And if members of Parliament stick their head up, they die of heart attacks. Or they get shot. Or they get run over. Or they die. They slit their wrists and there's no blood at the scene. And people see 5 guys in black uniforms run away from the dead body. Police say that. And still the government says Dr. David Kelly died slitting his wrist. I mean, they talk to us like we're little kids. And then it comes out, exactly as I told you, the NSA is built into all the hubs. They paid $9 billion in 96 alone to upgrade the hubs. Everything goes through them. All of it. Do you read me? Do you understand? They have giant listening posts in every city picking up CB, baby monitors, baby cameras. That runs into the NSA, goes into boosters, and is sent over fiber optic cable to the NSA where AI computers scan it all. Same system's now been put in through your Google audio and cameras. Yahoo's got a similar system. They're watching you and listening to you through your phones, through your TVs, through your digital cable boxes. I told you years ago that TiVo and other systems watch everything you watch and keep a record of it. Then it finally came out in 2005. Remember when Janet Jackson, they reported 2.2 million TiVo rewind replays in 10 minutes. And they said, well, how do you know that? Oh, it's two-way. We watch you. And still the public giggles and smirks and says, oh, the government doesn't spy on us. Then Bush gets caught in a lie. Okay, only Al-Qaeda phone calls. And then ABC News comes out and admits that's only the tip of the iceberg because they're just letting you know now you're under surveillance. You're meant to know now. Oh, yeah, we listen to people's phone sex and make fun of them. And by the way, it's not just GIs in the green zone calling back, having phone sex with their wives and girlfriends. Now they're going to, and that was only one small little compartment that went public. Most of the NSA stuff goes to private companies that are doing more intelligence gathering than the NSA and the National Reconnaissance Office. And most of them are foreigners. They have the English, and this is mainstream news, spy on the Americans. They have the Israelis spy on the Americans. The Americans spy on the Israelis and on the British. The British spy on the Germans. The Germans spy on the British. But it's all one integrated global government grid. At the top, the intelligence agencies are merged. And so now we got ABC News with the eyewitnesses going, yeah, we'd all gather around and laugh and giggle listening to phone sex. That's what it is. And they want the troops to know they're being listened to. That's why you saw that news report. Okay? We're not in Kansas anymore. Stop being in denial.